Americans have been bringing...
EU Foreign Affairs Chief Kaja Kallas has warned that peace efforts for Ukraine risk entrenching Russian aggression unless Moscow is forced to make real concessions. Speaking on Euronews show Europe Today, Kaja Kallas expressed wariness of the ongoing US-led talks with Russia and Ukraine that concluded last Thursday in Abu Dhabi.
Well, we haven't seen Russia really taking the talks seriously because, while Ukraine already agreed to unconditional ceasefire over a year ago, then Russia keeps on bombing. I mean, just yesterday we heard how they're bombing civilian infrastructure all the time. Plus, they don't really have serious people, behind that table. So I don't expect anything out of this, really.
Kallas acknowledged the Trump administration is bringing both sides together, but stressed that the imbalance is stark. We only have seen what Ukrainians are willing to concede in order to end this war, she said. We haven't seen any concessions on the Russian side, she added.
Sem surpresas, António José Seguro venceu de forma clara as eleições presidenciais, garantindo uma maioria confortável à segunda volta, com quase 67% dos votos. Seguro é também o primeiro presidente do espaço socialista em 20 anos e regressa agora à primeira linha da política nacional. No discurso de vitória prometeu ser um presidente exigente e vigilante, mas nunca um contrapoder.
Reafirmo a promoção de relações profícuas com o Parlamento e com o Governo. Prometi lealdade e cooperação institucional com o Governo, cumprirei a minha palavra. Jamais serei um contrapoder, mas serei um presidente exigente com as soluções e com os resultados.
André Ventura knew from the outset the night would not end in victory. Still, he recorded his strongest result to date, with Chega surpassing 1.5 million votes for the first time, while falling short of the nearly 2 million won by the Democratic Alliance in the last legislative elections. Ventura secured 33%, higher than the 31% obtained by the governing parties in May.
Acho que a mensagem dos portugueses foi clara. Lideramos a direita em Portugal, lideramos o espaço da direita em Portugal e vamos em breve governar este país.
No papel, pelo menos, foi uma derrota, mas André Ventura sente-se reforçado após esta noite eleitoral. Diz ser o líder de um movimento imparável que mais tarde ou mais cedo vai conseguir transformar Portugal pelo povo contra as elites. João Azevedo, Bruno Figueiredo, Joana Mourão Carvalho, Euronews.
A Hong Kong court has sentenced the city-state's most prominent media mogul and human rights advocate Jimmy Lai to 20 years in prison. The founder of the now-defunct Apple Daily publication was arrested in 2020 under pressure from Beijing on suspicion of treason and inciting conspiracy through published material. He's already spent 5 years behind bars, but stands to face up to life in prison if convicted in a case brought against him under Beijing's imposed national security law, introduced in 2020. During his trial, he became one of the key symbols of activism and press freedom. Hundreds of people gathered outside the courthouse to show their support while awaiting the verdict. Beijing insists his trial has nothing to do with a free press, accusing the defendants of using news reporting as a pretext to commit acts that harmed China and Hong Kong for years. 3 government-vetted judges opted against the life sentence, but even a 20-year term for the 78-year-old former media mogul likely means he'll remain behind bars for the rest of his life.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will meet U.S. President Donald Trump in Washington on Wednesday to discuss recent talks with Iran on its nuclear program. Netanyahu's office said he believes negotiations with Iran must include limiting its ballistic missiles program and support of militant groups in the region, something Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has resisted.
بحث موشک، بحث موضوع دفاعی ما هست، بحث امنیتی ما هست. به هیچ وجه قابل مذاکره نیست، نه الان نه هیچگاه در آینده.
Friday's indirect talks in Oman were the first diplomatic encounter between the two nations since the U.S. struck Iranian nuclear sites during a 12-day conflict with Israel in June.
ولی بی‌اعتمادی بسیار زیادی وجود داره. چگونه میشه اعتماد ایجاد کرد؟ به نظر من کار آسانی نیست. البته این بی‌اعتمادی از طرف آمریکا ایجاد شده. در دور قبلی مذاکرات این ما نبودیم که وسط مذاکرات اقدام به تهاجم نظامی کردیم.
The U.S. has recently sent the aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln and other warships to the region, to which Tehran responded that it would target U.S. bases if the U.S. attacked Iranian territory.
TikTok's addictive design breaches EU's Digital Services Act and fails to adequately protect users, the European Commission said Friday in preliminary findings. TikTok reaches 170 million users in the European Union. Most of these are children, said the Commission, adding that the video app relies on addictive features such as infinite scroll, which continuously feeds users new content every time they refresh their screen.
Thank you. TikTok is by far the most used platform after midnight by children between 13 and 18. 7% of children between 12 and 15 spend between 4 and 5 hours daily on TikTok. These statistics are extremely alarming. Why is all of this happening? Because TikTok offers infinite scrolling, autoplay, push notifications, and highly personalized recommender systems.
In an email, TikTok said the Commission's preliminary findings present a categorically false and entirely meritless depiction of the platform. The findings are preliminary, meaning no fines or penalties have been imposed yet, and the investigation is ongoing.
In Pompeii, 2,000 years ago, there were vineyards, and today there are again vineyards where we cultivate wine, and this helps us to lower the costs for maintenance, but it's also, I think, a fantastic opportunity to let people know about the history of Pompeii, which is in large part the history of agriculture and of the countryside and of the balance between human communities and environment. What we're trying to do is to kind of highlight the tradition that links what we are doing today, which is not only the wine itself, but also the whole culture around it, the being together and the how to cultivate it, and the landscape in which this is being done. To the Roman times, it's all a great tradition, one continuity, which still continues.
Is it true? You know everything about a person by touching them here?
Not everything. He's got more inside of him than any man I've ever met.
Who are you looking for?
William Shakespeare.
I have no talent for waiting.
The women in my family see things.
What do you see?
I see landscape, oceans.
You're having twins, my girl.
Undiscovered countries, What do you wish to do, Hamnet?
I shall be one of Father's players.
Will you be brave?
Yes.
Will you be brave?
It's my chosen reality now. I think this is how we got this play. I think there's no wonder that, like, the only facts that we know about his life is that he was married, he had 3 children, one of them died, and that son's name was called Hamnet, and then he wrote Hamlet. I don't think that's a coincidence. And I think, like, oftentimes out of great pain and suffering comes great art, and I think this is an example of that.
When shall we 3 meet again?
Our children's hearts beat. They smile, play. Never forget for a moment.
Mama!
They may be gone.
Mama!
My boy. He lives not. You should go to London. That place in your head is now more real to you than anywhere else.
I am myself indifferent on it. Again!
Do you not wonder what is in it?
In what?
The play.
What shall I do?
Keep your heart open. Look.
To die. To sleep. Perchance to dream.
What do you see?